Intelligence is no longer artificial. It is physical. And it is starving. Every time you ask ChatGPT a question, a server rack somewhere gets hot. We think of the cloud as an invisible, infinite resource. It is not. The cloud is heavy. The cloud is made of steel, silicon, and copper. And above all, the cloud requires electricity. Massive, unprecedented amounts of electricity. Tech giants are racing to build the most advanced AI models, but they have just collided with a wall they cannot code their way around.
Physics, the grid is maxed out. Welcome to the AI energy crisis.
To win the AI war, big tech doesn't just need better algorithms. They need raw, unadulterated power. And they are finding it in the most controversial energy source on the planet: nuclear. To understand the scale of this crisis, you have to look at the hardware. An NVIDIA H100 GPU is the engine of the AI boom. It is a masterpiece of engineering, but it is also a massive power hog. A single server rack packed with these chips consumes tens of kilowatts. Now, multiply that by hundreds of thousands. A traditional data center requires around 30 to 50 megawatts of power. The new AI mega campuses, they demand gigawatts. That is the equivalent of powering a mid-sized city, just for one facility. By the end of this decade, AI data centers could consume up to 10% of all electricity generated in the United States. The problem? The grid is not ready. It is old. It is fragile. And building new transmission lines takes a decade of permits and lawsuits. You can deploy a cluster of GPUs in weeks. You cannot build a power plant in weeks. The mismatch in speed between Silicon Valley and traditional utilities is creating a severe bottleneck. The AI revolution is at risk of literally running out of juice. So, why not just build more solar panels and wind turbines? Tech companies love green PR. They have promised to be carbon negative. But AI does not care about the sun setting. AI does not care if the wind stops blowing. Training a massive language model takes months of continuous, uninterrupted computation. If the power dips for even a fraction of a second, the training run can fail. Millions of dollars evaporate. AI requires what the energy industry calls baseload power. Power that is always on, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Solar and wind are intermittent. Batteries are currently too expensive for grid-scale, multi-day backup. Natural gas is reliable, but it destroys the carbon-neutral pledges of these mega-corporations. Coal is completely off the table. This leaves big tech with exactly one viable option. It is the only energy source that is carbon-free, highly dense, and provides absolute, unwavering baseload power: nuclear fission. The pivot is happening right now, and it is aggressive. Silicon Valley is quietly becoming the biggest patron of the nuclear industry. Look at Amazon. They just bought a massive data center campus in Pennsylvania directly attached to the Susquehanna nuclear power plant. They bypassed the grid entirely. They bought the plug. Look at Microsoft. They are hiring directors of nuclear technologies. They just signed a historic deal with Constellation Energy to literally restart a reactor at 3 Mile Island. Yes, that 3 Mile Island, just to power their AI ambitions. And look at the founders. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, has heavily invested in nuclear fusion startup Helion and serves as chairman of Oklo, an advanced fission company. They are not waiting for the government to build power plants. They are funding small modular reactors, or SMRs. The vision is clear. Future data centers will not be built near cities or cheap internet backbones. They will be built around their own private nuclear reactors, microgrids powering macro intelligence. This shift reveals a fundamental truth about the next decade of technology. The era of pure software is over. For the past 20 years, tech companies scaled with zero marginal cost. You write code once, distribute it to billions. That era created software monopolies. But AI is different. AI is heavy industry. It requires land, water for cooling, and oceans of electricity. The ultimate competitive moat in the 2030s will not be your algorithm. It will be your infrastructure. Whoever controls the energy controls the intelligence. Tech giants are no longer just software companies. They are evolving into sovereign energy states. If you are an investor, a founder, or a strategist, update your mental models. You cannot understand the future of artificial intelligence without understanding the future of energy. The next trillion-dollar empire will be built on split atoms.